All right, I'm live. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I'm here to do a reading for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or anywhere else you might have water in your chart. And even if you don't have any major placements, this could still be for you. It's my intention there's something in here for everyone. And my readings are also timeless. So whenever you catch this is the right time for you. I've chosen 3 cards from Wisdom of the Oracle, and I'll be clarifying with some other decks. And I've also let the universe choose a song, and the title of your song is Called Out in the Dark. This makes me think of, okay, based on the reading. Hey, Deepak! Welcome. Good morning, or whatever time it is for you there in India. Called out in the dark, feeling typically, sort of metaphorically, this idea of being in the dark is you're facing some kind of unknown, something that you don't have clarity around. And it's sort of you calling out, like, is there anyone there? maybe you need some help, something like that. We have observer to begin with, and this speaks about needing to gain some kind of objectivity around something you're facing. That maybe this is a part of being in the dark, is that night, 9:30 at night, nice. Good evening. Or good night, really, at this point. Yeah, that you're this kind of speaks to you having been in a very subjective place, around how you see some kind of situation, where the focus has been very much around yourself, your perspective, what's happening to you. And cool. um, this is reminding you that there's a bigger perspective, that typically when we're looking at things through our own lens, that things can sometimes be a little bit distorted, and you need to step back and gain some clarity. It's important to, whatever you're dealing with, to look at, like, if you're dealing with a person, try and see things through their eyes, from their point of view. Try to just step back and see the situation from, the bird's eye view. What to potentially inform you of what you might be missing otherwise. And one way to do this, because sometimes it can be a little challenging to get out of our head, out of our way of seeing things, is to do something that is creative, that it is fulfilling in some way. Maybe you like to do art. But even if you're not artistically inclined, remember that you are always creating, regardless of what you're actually doing. So as long as you're doing something that is pleasurable in some way, that helps to take your attention off of this situation, that I'm getting the sense that you're very hyper focused on something, and it's difficult to see the other perspective because of that. And in doing something that is very creative, pleasurable, artistic, whatever, that it helps you to gain that clarity that you need to get you out of your head, to give you a bigger perspective. And this card in particular talks about how whatever you're doing it with the assistance of your higher power. It's important to understand that you are a spark from the divine. You are a creation from source. And therefore, anything you create is divine as well. And whatever inspiration you get, whatever comes through you, it's directly coming from source. It's like you're the conduit. And so, we see here, like, this kind of makes me think of you. And then we have the egg, your creation, something that you work on that eventually is going to hatch. And then we have the owl, which makes me think of, this is kind of like a divine messenger. And the owl represents wisdom to me. And so this is you tapping into your intuition, into your innermost authentic self, which is where your wisdom lives, which is your direct line to your higher power. And together you can create something new. And just in the process of doing this, it helps you gain the perspective that you need. And a final reminder, remember that what you put your attention on, if you do it long enough, if you do it with that laser focus, potentially that's going to be created. That's what's going to be manifested into your world. And because this came up in the protection position, it's speaking to potentially you spending a little too much time thinking about the worst case scenario, about things not working out the way you want, being a little too focused on the subjective perspective of whatever you're dealing with. And it's really, and this, again, doing whatever this is, doing something pleasurable, losing yourself in the moment, in doing something that brings you fulfillment and joy, that's going to help get you out of your head. And then when you're in a space of clarity, of being able to be a little more objective, then you can consciously start to focus on, okay, what do I want? So far, this situation is reflecting to me what I don't want. So this is about getting clear on what you don't want, so that can help point you in the direction of what you do want, and then really putting your attention on that, because once again, your higher power is very intimately connected to you and your life. And so you want to connect through within to your higher power to get you what you actually want in life. Okay, I hope that all makes sense. Because the whole called out in the dark. I feel like feeling in the dark, feeling unclear, not sure, possibly feeling lost. Know that when you call out, when you literally ask for help, sometimes I do this. Universe, angels, spirit guides, anybody listening, please help me. Please help me. I can't figure this out on my own. I don't have the clarity I need. And always when I do that, I gain the clarity fairly quickly, usually within a couple of days. And something gets figured out. something works out. Somehow I gain what I need. Hi, Vit. Hello, welcome. Okay, so I'm going to clarify with the good tarot to begin. Ooh, we got the Tower. Yeah, you are dealing with some kind of shakeup that oftentimes the Tower comes along and we don't necessarily expect it. Although if using hindsight, we look back, there are usually indications that you're supposed to be making some kind of decision towards a certain direction, supposed to be doing something. Usually there's a lot of subtle messages and they get ignored for one reason or another. And then the Tower is like the universe coming along and being like, Okay, you're done. You need some assistance. Let me very forcefully move you on to a better path. And it can feel disruptive. It can feel uncomfortable, to say the least, but it is ultimately for your own good. Yay, Cancer! My moon's in Cancer. Oh, and then we get the sun, which is awesome. It's clarifying what I just said, which is yes, this might be uncomfortable. It might be painful, but it's moving you to somewhere so much better. It's moving you to happiness and gaining some kind of enlightenment, shining the light on something that previously it was dark. Um, and this card in particular in this deck speaks of abundance. So you're being guided in a place where it's just so much there's so much more ease, because when you have the abundance around you, when you can really like see it and allow it in, then it helps you relax. It helps you to enjoy the moment more easily. And Page of Earth. This is some kind of new beginning, seeing the tangible results from taking those first steps. That as you move forward, as you do something that's pleasurable, you're going to start to see results. And yes, the whole process might take some time, but I feel like this is speaking to you being driven by something that you're inspired by. And it's something very physical. Could be around work, could be around making money, could just be around creating something, some kind of art or whatever in your life where you see it start to take shape, and that gives you the momentum to keep going. Okay, let's look at the Oracle Tarot. Ooh, the Hermit. This card kept popping out when I was shuffling. In fact, it kept bending, which was weird. The Hermit. Wisdom through solitude, right? Wisdom of solitude, but ultimately going within. Needing to go within and do that inner work. Spending time alone. Focusing, putting your efforts, your energy, your focus into something that maybe you haven't made time for before or up to this point. And the wisdom of solitude, doing this is helping to give you that clarity, that objective perspective. And Two of Cups, loving union and teamwork, falling on the sun. Someone, through you doing this inner work, letting that tower fall, going through the disruption, someone is coming in who is really going to be a really great counterpart to you. This doesn't have to be romantic. It certainly can, but this can be anybody who you just really get along with, that you're on the same page, you enjoy spending time together. Teamwork, you both bring ideas to the table that inspire you both. That the abundance that you get to is through this connection. The happiness is around this connection. Yeah, I like it. And good fortune. Uh-huh. Yeah, you do not let yourself be deterred by what you're seeing in front of you. It's an illusion. See beyond the illusion. See beyond whatever seems bad, seems like it's not going your way. It's happening for a reason. It's providing you some kind of lesson. Anytime something doesn't work out, there's a lesson in it. And when we can take that lesson and move forward confidently and kind of allow the past to be in the past. I mean, look how confident she looks. This is you taking those steps. Whatever, I feel like this creative project is around doing something that could potentially land you in this really good financial spot where you're doing something you love, and the side effect is good money. Good finances. And this is you just doing it all on your own. You have it, everything within you to create this abundance. And this card is also about independence. So, whoever you come into contact with, whoever you connect with, it's understanding it's an interdependent relationship rather than a codependent relationship where you both have the ability to be independent, to create a solid foundation for yourselves in your own lives, and then you can come together and share your knowledge, share your love, share your ideas, all the things. And that makes the connection stronger. Yes. Okay, let's look at Wisdom of Avalon. The Earth Fairy, physical health, grounding, and foundations. This is a time to focus on you, to ground yourself, to do the things you need to do to help you feel good physically. Extreme self-care is a term I use sometimes. How can you put yourself first? How can you care for yourself? One of the ways is to go within. Through being alone, through doing something that you really enjoy. Foundations. This is allowing you to create some kind of new foundation for yourself. Simply by putting yourself first, doing what you love. And forgiveness. Yeah. Yeah, this is the need to release the past. To forgive anyone who you perceive as having wronged you. To realize that they were put in your path to help you move forward, to help you grow and expand. And also, more important than anything, forgiving yourself. Because so often we find ourselves in situations where everything gets disrupted and we're like, how could I have done this differently? Why did I let myself go get to this place? And it's like, rather than getting down on yourself, it's like remembering that you always make the best decision you can in any given moment. Most of the time, we do not go into a situation thinking, what is the worst decision I could make right now? It's hindsight that gives us that clarity where we're like, oh, maybe I should have made a different decision. But in the moment, we're doing the best we can. So it's all about forgiving yourself, taking the lesson, moving on. And letting go. Forgiveness and letting go. There's a big theme here. And it's all leading you to a place that's so much better, so much more abundant. No, it is not easy to let go. It is not easy to forgive. Remember that things happen for you, not to you. That helps. If you need that reminder, put it up on sticky notes around your house. that there's an opportunity in every situation, everything, every disruption that you encounter, it's happening for you, not to you. Okay. Let's look at the Osho Zen Tarot. Osho Zen. Nothingness. Called out in the dark. You feel in the dark. You don't know what's going to happen. Everything's falling down around you. And you're like, what do I do? But guess what? It's darkest before the dawn, right? The sun will shine again. And the beauty of this card is this is the blackness of possibility. All the infinite possibilities that are available to you come from this unknown place, from the darkness. Do not fear the darkness. Move forward with the idea that it's an adventure. Move forward with curiosity. It's perfectly fine to call out in the dark if you need to. You do have assistance. Call on your spiritual entourage, your higher power, to lead you through the darkness into the light. You're not alone in this. RB, hello. I look on fire. Thank you. Laziness. This is so interesting, this card, because typically in tarot, the Nine of Cups is it's all about wish fulfillment and enjoying life and all the things that you've created, emotional well-being. But we have laziness here. This guy, he's barely enjoying himself pretty well. He's got his drink, he's got his slippers. Does he have yeah, he's got his slippers, his pillow, his umbrella. But look what's digging into his back, and he's pretending it's not there, but I imagine that is not very comfortable. Not at all. So this is you needing to do that inner work. Get yourself into that place of doing something creative, doing something fun and enjoyable, not just sitting back and being like, whatever, it's fine. It's not fine. You need to keep moving. You need to take those consistent baby steps. That's what's going to get you out of the dark into the light, towards your abundance. And slowing down. Slowing down. This is you doing something that is enjoyable, whatever that is. Hey, Ryan. Ooh, Cancer and Scorpio. Nice. Yeah, my moon is Cancer and I'm Scorpio rising. So that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, slowing down can be difficult, can't it? When you really want something, when you have that laser focus. It's like, no, I just want to focus on this thing, but the universe is like, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Everything's falling down for a reason. The shakeup is happening because you got to you got to go within. You got to tap into that inner part of yourself, that intuition that is where you access your wisdom, where you access your connection to your higher power. Yes. Okay, where are we at? Let me look at the Spirit Animal Oracle. Oh, I chose two. I didn't mean to, but I'm going to go ahead and show them both. Okay, Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit. Generous of spirit. Generous of who you are and what you have to bring to the table. Offering yourself to the world. whatever you have that's special and unique, that is the key that's going to help you move forward in this really amazing, abundant way. That's what's going to bring you this good fortune, is being generous of spirit, sharing yourself in all your different ways, all the different aspects of you. And grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. Yeah, that's exactly what you need to do when you're in the dark. You don't know what's to come. You, being in that place of being curious and treating everything like an adventure, that's what gives you the courage to take that leap of faith. And knowing that your higher power has your back. So it's okay. Go ahead, go for it. At the very worst, it's not going to work out, and then you learn something. And then rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time. Yes, it is a lucky time. Do not believe everything you think. Do not believe the illusions that things are not working out for you. Don't believe in it. Things aren't working out because you're meant to have a lucky time. You're meant to have the good fortune, have the amazing connection with someone or a group of someones that you really get, that you're on the same page with. It's a lucky time. And I mean the word lucky, I often say I don't believe in luck, but we'll just go with this. You know, we we all generally have this idea of what lucky means. It means that the good fortune is coming, the abundance is coming. Is coming. That makes it sound like it's not here yet. Now is a lucky time. It's here. Act as if. Use your imagination to act as if everything is here right now, already. The King Widow Union. Yay, nice. Yeah, roll that dice. It's a lucky time. And, universe, spirit, source, whatever you want to call it, your higher power has your back. That's where your luck comes from. That's where your good fortune comes from. It's you being open to your higher power and putting that umbrella away so that it can shower down all the good things on you that are rightfully yours. Yes. Yes. I love this reading. This is beautiful. Yay for all of us water signs and anyone else who happened to come to this video, because again, it is my intention that there is something in here for everyone. It does not matter what your sign is. So yes, they do have your back, 100%. And I'll say it one more time, it may not always feel that way. Sometimes in our darkest moments, we feel so alone. And that's when you call out in the dark. That's when you say, okay, if there's anybody there, please help me. Literally, I do this literally sometimes. I know, I hear you. Letting go of the past is, yes, it can be challenging. I get it. We're human. We all do. You're not alone. But remember, once again, remember that it happens for you, not to you. Everything in your life. You are being led where you need to go. Where you are right now is so perfect, and it's because of everything that you've been through. It's all brought you right here. And this, we will end on this card. This is where you are headed. Might as well end on those two. This is where you're headed. Beautiful, abundant, happy, prosperous, connected. Yeah. All right, there it is. There it is. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you being here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and share.